Good evening, I'm Josh Shipp, and I'm an authority at communicating with teens. Now, I know that I may not look like your typical teen communication expert. I may look young, my hair, sure, it looks like a chia pet, but for the last 10 years, I have dedicated my life to this, helping teens get it and helping those who care about teens get through to them. That's you, right? I've spoken at MIT, Harvard, UCLA, Stanford about how is it that you get through to teenagers that are often difficult to reach. For me, I grew up in the foster care system. I've had a lot of different challenges, and because I've overcome those challenges with the help of adults in my life, I've now dedicated my life to helping those who care about teens. Now for you, I wanted to spend just a moment and talk to you a bit about anger management for teens. You know, you may have some teenager in your life who seems very angry and very frustrated and just angry. And I know how disappointing and frustrating come on, right, exhausting that can be for you as a parent or a teacher or a coach or a mentor or a grandparent. But I wanted to spend just a few moments with you and talk about this because for me, I was an angry teenager. You know, growing up in foster care, I had a lot of different challenges that I went through, and oftentimes the way that teenagers will deal with those challenges, and this is very natural, right? So don't think, oh my gosh, this teen in my life, they're just like, you know, this is a very natural thing. For me, the way I would often deal with it is by getting angry and by, taking it out on those around me. Because here's the thing that I've found is what you don't talk out, you act out, right? What you don't talk out, you act out. If you have problems inside of you and you don't talk those out, you're going to explode in anger. You've seen this. You know, this is like where terms like going postal come from, is people who have issues, some sort of anger in their life, and they don't talk through them with an adult that loves them, cares about them, and sees the best in them. So I think this is very important, is to understand that small principle. What you don't talk out, you act out. Now, a lot of people would talk to you about, if this teenager in your life is very angry and you can't seem to get through it, that you should ship them off and that you should send them to some sort of like boot camp or something. But frankly, I would say this is not the way to deal with it. For me, as a former teenager who was a bit angry myself, for me, when I was put in that situation, I just saw it as, oh, great, this adult's giving up on me. And frankly, it would just cause me to get more angry because I felt like, yep, that sort of proved my point. You know, they don't really care about me. When honestly, what you must do is you must invest time in that young person and you must talk to them. And, like, how do you get a teenager to open up to you when they're angry? Well, talk about some things that have frustrated you and talk about some things that were hard for you, some of your mistakes, some of the things that you're not always so great at. Because I find when you're vulnerable with a teenager, when you sort of cough up a mistake, you cough up vulnerability, a weakness, then they in turn will feel more comfortable sharing that with you. Now, for me, because I was, a foster kid and sort of this angry teenager, and adults in my life helped me so much, I want to help you in more detail reach this teenager in your life who you feel is a little bit angry. So I would encourage you to go to my website, heyjoshforgrownups.com. On there I have a lot of free PDFs, ebooks, videos for you to download, completely 100% free, just as my way of helping you. Because for me, there were some strategies that people tried that worked and some strategies that people tried that didn't work so well. And so I've taken from both of those, and I will share what worked with me and what didn't work with me. So I would encourage you to check out the website, heyjoshforgrownups.com. Until then, I'm Josh Shipp. Over now.